Hey everyone, we're gonna do an underside walk around on the CLK230 compressor. Um, yes, we're gonna start the rear. I'm forewarning, I'm gonna be geeking out on this. This car has under 1,000 kilometers, and I'm a huge 208 nerd. So being underneath a brand new W208 CLK is extremely exciting. I've been under this car before. They had it up at, we were getting Michelin tires mounted at Butler Tire in Marietta. And yeah, I got some cool stuff to show you guys. So yeah, we're just gonna kind of start the rear. Obviously this being a CLK, you have the independent 5-link rear suspension. And you can see all the QC marks there. You got your Bilstein shocks. I mean, this subframe bushing is brand new. I've never seen one, that little bracket painted that color before. It's just so nice. Got your rear diff. These actually got a, it's like a 3.46 diff in the rear, which makes sense because it's a smaller engine car. Again, I didn't wipe anything down. This is how it is. I put up in the lift, kind of walked around it. I was like, all right, let's start rolling. Yeah, brake lines aren't like all cracked and decayed. They're really nice. Like, I mean, look at the dust shield. The dust shield's black. Usually these, will, accumulate dust or just turn rusty. It's so clean underneath here. And yeah, you can kind of see the rotor right there. Yeah, black painted calipers. Original muffler, of course. And what's interesting is in the US, all these came like stainless steel and polished. That's actually like a black anodized. It actually looks really nice on this. All of this isn't damaged. You'll see these cracked on the pre-facelifts. Tires are mounted, can't remember when, but it was a couple months ago and maybe had a couple 100 kilometers put on them, but they're brand new. Fuel pump, fuel filter right in there. I actually did a service in that car. We'll get more on that when I get closer to the front of the car and have given this one a look over. Your flex disc is very nice. This is just that outer skin that kind of gets flaky. So that's not actual cracks. You're going to want to looking for deep splits right in there where these bolts kind of attach, but obviously the car hasn't really been used, so barely any torque has been put through that. Center support shaft bearing, there's going to be, there's like no play. Only thing moving is the car on the lift, which is a little sketchy, but that's all right. It being a cab, you have these little cross supports going to the, that's where the spare tire sits. Yeah, get your lines going in the front of the engine. I mean, like, look at this. Usually these are all kind of crusty, like, and have holes in them, and this turns orange. Just none of that here. It's so cool. Continue moving to the front. Let's turn on my flashlight. Yeah, transmission mount's not collapsed. Flex disc, original OEM Mercedes-Benz. You got like the sticker on the drive shaft. All your bushings are nice. Yep, there's the, it's weird as Americans seeing a manual transmission set up on a W208. Really, it's A208. You see all the bushings in there are nice. All the QC stamps on the bolts, like, oh my God, it's so cool. I did flush the transmission, just because it was basically, we went past break-in period and the owner wanted to do a transmission fluid flush. There's a service record in the records for that. And then I also did an engine oil flush as well, because, the car just got broken in. And the owner is extremely fastidious. So there's your lower control arm. You can just see, I mean, it's all new. It is it's a brand new car. Yeah, no undercoating. This car spent some time in Europe. The story is very cool on it, but we'll go more into that in the copy and in the comments. But yeah, it's brand new. And the only thing I see is this little mark on the belly pan here. speaking of belly pan, you have CAD plating on the bolts there, which is really cool. You got 2 more in the rear. It looks like a W124 steering damper. It's, you know, the W208s had a steering box, so no rack and pinion like its older brother, the W210. But yeah, you get your center drag link, tie rods, all that good stuff. Look up there. The car's spotless. So yeah, there we are. I feel like we're seeing stickers on like the control arms too. I think I can only see it with the wheels off. But yeah, it's just kind of obscene, honestly. And it has the good wheels on it. And what's also crazy is it has the chrome hubcaps, or the center caps, which I think are actually NLA. I don't know if you can get those anymore. So that's really cool. Yeah, if there was anything wrong with this car, we would have gotten it taken care of, but the car has been preserved really, really well. It drives unbelievably well too. We're gonna get more into that. But I'm gonna take some pictures. Hopefully the underside is satisfying enough for our serious bidders and buyers. So yeah, if you wanna get this car up on a lift again, if you wanna come inspect it in person, more than happy to do so. Just comment and we can kind of make an appointment. All right, so just dropped the oil pan, belly pan, sorry, that is not the oil pan. And I'm gonna show the bottom side of the engine. I love an M111K. I like them more than an M112. I prefer this over, I think, the V6 ones. And yeah, you can see the belt, really hot, in the perfect shape. Excuse my grubby fingers, I've been working on a Pagoda today. But yeah, AC compressor is nice. Got your big harmonic balancer. Everything's nice and dry. I did put a brand new crush washer in there. When I did that, the oil filter is an OEM Mercedes-Benz oil filter. I think it's actually an M104 part, which is kind of cool. You see the engine mounts. Everything's just so accessible here. So yeah, just wanted to see the block right there. That's not wet or anything. I don't know what that is. I don't know if it's just dried Cosmoline or something. But yeah, there's the bottom of the engine. Again, it's kind of a brand new car. It's your oil sender right there. Oil level sender. Yeah, tidy. Really, really tidy. Okay, underside is one part of the car, but there's the top end of the engine bay, and my God, it's so nice. Yeah, just look at the radiator support. I love the hand wash only. That's a cool little sticker. I mean, just the black plastics as well, and the elasticity of it all. Oh, it's so cool. You can see some little gel protector on some of the hardware so nothing corrodes, because all the hardware still has its original CAD plating on it. And probably that's the nicest M111K valve cover probably in existence. I can't even imagine how much that would run on eBay in that condition. There's zero corrosion on it. None of the paint's flaking off. Is that a sticker on it? Oh, it has the original sticker too. That's so cool. You can see the blue Mercedes-Benz coolant in there. I think the previous owner did a coolant flush on the car. I think they actually did a whole fluid flush on it. And then we did it again because we're psychos. Yeah, air filter lives in here. But, I mean, just look at the paint on that. And the hood pad. And usually these kind of get all nicked up and crusty. It's just, I mean, it's a brand new 208. It's incredible. Yeah, we've got some more metal protector on there. That's from the current owner. I think that's Mrs. Marvel's Mystery Oil. I think that's what he uses. It kind of gives a nice gloss, and it repels water really nicely and doesn't like stick to anything and get crusty and hard. So brake fluid looks perfect. I don't think I did the brake fluid on this car, but it looks new. You have the tag still on the level sender, which is crazy. Well, I mean, the paper is like white, it's not yellow. It's amazing. I feel like that should be, there we go, corrected like that. I mean, look how clear and white that is. Topped up. I can go on and on. Well, let's you know what? Let's crank it real fast. We can listen to it while it's idling here. This is a special car. The video is gonna be a little bit lengthy. I know serious buyers are gonna want to see this. So I've got 2 new style keys. Make sure it's a neutral, foot all the way down on the clutch, foot on the brake. Cranks right up. We do have the AC running, so you're gonna hear the AC compressor kicking on. So, eat brake. Still a foot brake. It's always kind of weird, the manual transmission, honestly. More on the interior later. That's arguably one of the best parts. There we are. M111K, just cruising along. It's still brand new. Yeah, this is your fuel rail, fuel regulator. I mean, all the wiring's just in good shape. That's your bracketry to lift the engine. There should be another one probably over here on this side. Said engine oil just done. I used Mobil 1 5W40. And I also put a zinc additive in there too, since this is basically a dual overhead cam M102 after all, with a supercharger on it. So they like high zinc oil. Oil filter there. I did use a Hazit OEM Mercedes-Benz tool to do that. Take that off, and I did torque it to 25 Newton meters as well. So it's all ready for the next person to service it. Hey everyone, we're gonna do a walk around on this 1998 Mercedes-Benz CLK230 compressor with a 5-speed manual, and it is a cabriolet. This is a very, very special car because it has 960 kilometers on the instrument cluster as I'm recording. It's going to go up a little bit. I'm going to be driving about 11 miles back to the shop to do the video. But if you ever wanted to know what an A208 looked like new, this is your chance to actually see it. So we're gonna kind of just go over condition and so on and so forth. But car's idling right now. It's been idling for the whole set. Start the front. The headlights are obviously very clear in like new condition, and this car does have fog lights. And it being from Germany, it has a front Euro plate holder. The paint's in excellent condition. I honestly, I don't think I really found rock chips anywhere really. If I did, I would hit it with a nail and it'd come off and be a bug gut. But yeah, all the body gaps line up. The paint's really, really nice. I hear the auxiliary fan kicking on, the cooling system's working. I do have the AC off, so I'm not dripping condensation everywhere. But yeah, this is a 98, so it's a pre-facelift car, which I personally like more than facelifts. They just kind of feel better built. But yeah, we have brand new Michelin Defenders on here. And this is the Defender 2, so this is the revision of the Michelin tire. It being from Germany, we have the corner markers, we have the sport trim. You can see all the black right here is in really good shape. Usually on higher mileage cars it turns ashy and you just get wear from rocks and stones hitting right here. You do have the lightweight wheels on here. These are so light. I know the guy got hate back in the day. Nowadays all the Mercedes-Benz track rats are buying these because they weigh basically nothing, and you lower your unsprung weight. The car feels so good on them. Door handles are all painted. All of your black shadow chrome is in very good condition. We'll operate at the top here in a moment. And yeah, for us Americans, this is a very strange badge to see. We got this M111K engine in the C-Class. I love this power plant, and with a 5-speed, it really wakes up. You see all the black plastics are in excellent condition. Another weird thing for us Americans is you got a black kind of anodized exhaust tip. We got chrome in all of ours here. Going down the side of the car, more of the same story. I mean, the car is immaculate. I get to interact with a lot of cool cars, and this one brings me so much joy and excitement. I'm just absolutely nerding out over this thing. So, the interior, which is probably one of the best parts. We have the faux sport carbon fiber trim. Sorry, there's a really long train going on behind me. We have the Euro kind of wool style floor mats, which I love as an American. See, all the door jambs are in nice shape. There's no rust underneath the doors. This car was garage kept, and there's a whole story to it. You can read it in the copy on the MB Market. We have a two-tone dashboard, got the green up top, more faux carbon fiber trim there, and then you get the fun Euro style AC cluster here, which we got in the SLKs and C-Classes, which is cool to see. And then you got your 5-speed manual transmission. You have a cup holder. A lot of these actually didn't really come with cup holders from Germany. I don't know if this was put in or not, but I mean, it works, articulates. A lot of these were just vacant, so that's cool to see. Yeah, seats are in, I would say, excellent condition. I'm sure I could find a flaw if I looked hard enough, maybe. But yeah, the interior is stunning, and it's so comfortable. We're gonna get more into ergonomics on the driving video. Do have a little armrest right here. I wish you guys can smell when I'm smelling as well. It's just like, it smells like it's still off gassing from a dealer. It's absolutely insane. Glove box with a courtesy light. That's where you can put your books, maps, whatever. I just love the pattern. This is a car you can bring to Radwood and probably win a trophy with, honestly. Again, you have the Euro floor mats for all 4 corners. You have all weather mats as well with the trunk. And you do get the Sport AMG steering wheel. Horn works. E-brake on, e-brake off. Yep, it's, you know, 960 kilometers. The owner bought it, had, I think it was just right under 100 kilometers as it drove off the boat. And he put 900 kilometers on it, just about, and then to break it in, and then I actually did a full fluid service flush on it, on the transmission and on the gearbox, and it looked all very good. And there's also just no leaks underneath, you know, the video for the underside as well. This car running, maybe kind of covered this. Cool, well, let's do some power operations real fast to show everything does work. And we do have the vacuum controlled headlights. Let's do the top first. So we're gonna pull up on that. I'm sorry, we're gonna push down. It's actually extremely quiet. Usually they're noisier than that. I've literally never heard a A208 sound this quiet. That's actually kind of astonishing. Well, yeah, I gotta shoot the headliner as well here, but all the windows then roll up. And you have the factory green, blue, it's a little green, tinted glass. No, it's blue. So there we are. I mean, AC blows nice and cold. We'll cover that in the driving video, but yeah. All your lights turn on. Yeah, rearview mirror. Actually, you do have a little split right there, so there's one little defect on the car. Radio. Radio works. What else? Let's go over, turn on both fog lights and the brights. We're gonna cover all the lights. Okay, there's your rear fog light, so when you pull out the fogs, you get 2 detents. And there we are. Halogens, it's a non-bi-xenon car, but fog lights, everything works. We'll cover the power mirrors in the driving video, but there we are. Super nice and comfy inside. Good sound system. Whoops. There we are. Door's so fresh still. Cool, there it is. Let's go take it for a drive. Alright everyone, welcome to the driving video of this 98 CLK230 compressor. Just finished the photo set. We're gonna head back to the warehouse, drop it off, and probably not put another mile on it because we're gonna be really close to 1,000 kilometers, which is very crazy to think about. As you can see, I'm using the cup holder. A lot of people are afraid to use them because they're kind of fragile. I never have an issue though. I think you just have to be gentle with them. But yeah, got a can of water in there, and yeah, we're gonna drive 11 miles back to the shop and park it up. But yeah, we got a little bit of city driving here. We're down in the middle of Atlanta, and the suspension is ridiculously tight. I never really drove these when they were new, but this is how they felt, which is very exciting. We'll get on it right here. I mean, so that's my first full throttle pull, and it's quick. I love this engine, the supercharger. It's got so much character to it, in my opinion. They feel good. So it's 193 horsepower, 207 foot-pounds of torque. We'll go to 4th gear, and then 5th gear. It is... Sorry, I have a lot to say about this car. I'm like really excited to drive it. NVH, super low. This car is very quiet, especially with the Michelin Defender 2s on there. It's my favorite tire to put on you know, a Mercedes of this era, if you don't have sport wheels. So very quiet. It's the quietest tire, honestly, that I've ever interacted with. It's very sticky as well. Really good in the wet. I'm so impressed. Suspension, perfect. All the rubber. A lot of people are concerned about cars at this age with this miles and this originality. This car was stored in a nice facility, obviously. The rubbers are dry rotted out. It feels taut, tight, no clunks, no bangs. I didn't see any issues with any of the bushings when I had it up in the air. This car is very tight. The steering's really good. The steering wheel, just the leather, all the touch points feel brand new. And this transmission's wonderful. I mean, yeah, with the 5-speed and just how low mileage the engine is, it feels faster than a 320, honestly. I'm not even kidding. And I've got a couple of station wagons in tow with me. I got a really minty E320 wagon behind me and an E63 wagon on my right flank. So we all kind of hung out and did the shoot together. But yeah, we're rolling deep in Mercedes right now. This is cool. Yeah, seats, very comfortable. I love a cloth seat. I prefer them over leather, just because they breathe really nicely. And you also get all the funky patterns in here. Yeah, they're really cool in the summertime. It's super hot in Atlanta right now, very humid, and it's nice to have a breathable material. And yeah, in the wintertime, they're warm. They don't get cold. This car does have heated seats though, so it's extra nice in the wintertime. Put into 5th gear. This is a 5-speed gearbox, not a dog leg, just a traditional pattern. Reverse is lift up and all the way to the left. I'm going 100 kilometer or 120 kph right now. Car's fine. I'm sitting at 2,600 RPM. There's like literally no tire noise. It's really quiet. It honestly sounds quieter than my CLK230, which would make sense because I had a sticky Michelin on that, and those are naturally louder. But yeah, I've owned every iteration of 208, you know, 320s, 430s, 55s, cabs, coupes. This is, you know, like I broke a record with my CLK on the MB market actually when I sold it, and that was a super nice car. I actually like this more, and I'm not just saying that, but it's just so funky and wonderful to drive, and I love the gearbox paired with the M111K engine. Yeah, we're just gonna cruise in traffic here. I think the only thing I didn't check was the power mirrors, which left side works, and the right side works. So all the power, everything works in this car, as it should. Yeah, AC is really nice and cool. I can put it on recirc to make it even colder. That's reading 30 degrees Celsius outside. I think that's mid-80s right now. Maybe low 90s today. I got my heated seat on. I'm very comfortable. Yeah, and the CLKs, I mean, this is the sports. You have the white kind of AMG style cluster. It's not an AMG cluster. It's just white sport gauges, and you have the orange back glow, which is cool. Wow. I also like a pre-facelift 208 more than a facelift. I think the interiors are better. They use the better material as well. The door shuts are even better. It's crazy. You wouldn't think that the doors feel different, but they do. Wow. This is such a cool car. So yeah, the owner that owns this car, he's a Mercedes-Benz fanatic. He's owned basically anything and everything under the moon and sun as far as it comes to Mercedes-Benz, and he's been enamored by this car. He loves talking about it, and he took this to and from Charleston, and that's kind of how he broke the motor in. Was highway by modulating speeds. He wasn't just setting out on cruise control and you know, sitting at 72 miles an hour for 300 miles. He was modulating. If you ever drove to Charleston, you get a little bit of back roads and highway kind of ends. So it's a perfect road to break in an M111K. Then I helped him do a fluid flush, and everything checked out and looked really good. So this car's, yeah, broken in, ready to go. New fluids, new tires. It's really good. So we're gonna downshift to 4th, go to 3rd. Little highway pull. I love this engine. It's kind of scrappy and gritty, and you can hear the supercharger go whoop whoop on the downshifts. It's really fun. I've only really I've driven a manual SLK before, but it's just kind of better in a CLK. The SLKs are a little crummy. The CLKs are got a bit better build quality. But I'd love to try this out in like a W202 with this engine and transmission. I think that'd be really fun. But it's great in the CLK. I mean, this is basically a W202 underneath anyways. But what else? Yeah, dash. I mean, you can see all the touch points are satin. They're brand new. The steering wheel, I try to wash my hands with hand sanitizer, especially in the photo set, before I got it in here, just to keep the leather in really nice shape, because it's got a, you know, this satin finish to it. It's not that shiny steering wheel that you get on, like, you know, 100,000 mile car. It's just so pleasant. I actually think we have a tunnel coming up here soon, and that's going to be really fun to rip on it. You do have ASR in this car, so you can turn it on and off. So you'll see, I don't know if GoPro picks it up, but you've got the triangle on the dashboard. There's anti-slip regulation. It's basically traction control. You do have, yeah, your lights up here. And these do have the rest of world style mirrors, where the mirror curves in and it kind of goes fisheye, so you can actually see more of your peripherals. It's very clever. Yeah, pretty sturdy chassis. It's not as sturdy as the coupes, obviously. This is a cab room, 2+2 cab from the 90s, but it's still very good. And it's just so wonderful with the top down. You can really hear the supercharger. I'm not going to have the top down in the video because you're not going to really hear me, or anything else for that matter. Oh no, I hate you so much. I'm gonna give him some space. So I'm gonna do a little bit of a pull here in the tunnel. I love seeing the E63 wagon and E320 wagon behind me. We're gonna go down a second. And here we go. It's quick, and you can hear the engine. This is a double overhead cam engine, and they made this in naturally aspirated form, and then they brought it into Kompressor supercharger form a little bit later. I think it was 98 when they started doing this. Yeah, get a little bit of stop and go traffic. Engine temperature is perfect. Engine mounts are in nice shape. There's no rattle. And with these engines, you really feel if there's anything wrong with the mounts. I mean, even the blinker sounds like it's barely been used. Like the click has a softness to it. I don't know. It's just overall, it's very impressive. I mean, all of this, there's like no UV damage on anything. And there's kind of a soft touch rubber on these adjusters here, and usually, you know, people's fingernails and hand lotion will usually strip off the soft touch. But it's in good shape. And again, it smells great in here. This car definitely passes the sniff test for me. I'm just gonna keep recording until I get back to the shop. This is a special car. I want people to know exactly what it's like to drive. First gear start on a hill is very easy to do. It's such a good gearbox. And the clutch is nice too. The clutch is very light, but there's also tactility in it. You can feel, you know, when it starts to grab in the pedal. There's a lot of cars where like there's no feedback and they're hard to drive because of that. This one's not like that. I really wish we got manual transmissions more often in the United States, because like Mercedes-Benz makes a great manual transmission. But I guess, you know, Mercedes-Benz thinks Americans are too lazy to drive them. They want automatics, and you know, they always want the high trim stuff. All of our cars came automatics, highly trimmed, leather seats, you know, burl walnut. This is kind of like taboo for all of us Americans. This stuff we couldn't get, and that's why it's so exciting. This doesn't, it doesn't feel like, I mean, obviously it's not an American car, but it really feels like I'm not in the U.S. right now. It's both a time capsule and, you know, a teleporter. It just feels like we're in a different country right now. It's very, very cool. And the blue glass that you know, Mercedes-Benz naturally tints from the factory for UV protection is awesome in this interior. Although the greenhouse comes in, it kind of filters a little bit of blue light. It just adds to this funky turquoise interior. There's so much get up and go in it. So much usable torque. I drove my E320 S210 down here, and this car feels so much faster than it. Obviously, it's a fair bit lighter, but yeah, the 722.5 automatic transmission. I'm sorry, the 722.6 automatic transmission that these cars came with always wants to set you in the highest gear when you can, but I'm just sitting in third. I'm right in the torque band right now. The downshifts are great. You hear the little supercharger go whoop. What a good engine. It's so much fun to drive. Oh my god. Wow. Oh, I want it really badly. I would like to buy this car. This is nice. But yeah, we're probably gonna end it here soon. Fabulous car. It's, you know, it's in Concord condition. It's as perfect as you can find a CLK. It's probably the nicest one in the world. I'm sure Mercedes-Benz in Germany might have a, you know, basically a still and wrapper car with less miles than this. Who knows? But as far as a car you can buy in the marketplace, this is the nicest one, and it's in such a cool spec. I'm glad it exists. So, all right, if you guys have any comments, questions, concerns, please post them in the comments on the MB Market. We'll get to you. We're gonna be monitoring it. We're open for by appointment only for showings, so you can call the dealership up or comment, or you can private message, and we can set up an appointment and come out and look at the car and inspect it. But yeah, if we missed anything, let us know. We can add additional videos or pictures. But yeah, it represents as you see it. It's a new CLK, which is really cool. But thanks for watching.